Welcome to Phantom Revenge Presales. Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more honest content. So, we have arrived to Gamer's Choice. This and Kong's Cards, both discount code MCO40, is going to save you on your purchase on anything that you are going to be wanting from this set, and then so forth. So, deck cores right now. We are at $90 on an Craft deck core, which I understand it's one ultra rare, but a lot of what people are kind of looking at here is going to be the thought process of, well, if it does end up being, a 3 of, it's very cheap, and people are going to want cheap deck cores. People are going to want to have the opportunity to get, all of this stuff, handed to you very, very cheaply. So I'm really not surprised to see that. Heck of Hands at 130 is actually kind of interesting because your Jaza, the main component in the extra deck, is a 2 of, usually. But I mean, they're giving you the third depending on the variation you want to play with. Now, unfortunately, Ebtel and Yadel, which are both the crazy little searchers, you have to maximize on those numbers. Those cards are crazy. Unless you're trying to play like the splash variant and you're trying to play that, then that becomes a little bit different of a discussion with what you're looking at. And then, of course, the spell card. God, man. The Hidden Heck of Hands, as they're calling it for the TCG. That card is massively good. I think that's probably one of the best cards that you are looking for out of this set, just because of the choices and the impact that it tends to have. And to nobody's surprise, I mean, Killer Tune is the most expensive engine. Yes, I know, $230 is a lot, but let's call it what it is at this point. Genesis players are going to be looking at this because currently there's nothing within the Killer Tune deck that is going to be pointed as of filming this. I would assume that Konami would have to buffer this and try to make some potential changes, because if they do not make any changes to this, and we see, Killer Tune smashing into that, format, it's going to be awful. I've already done some playtesting videos for Limbo Genesis format, and I can tell you that, while Exosister is a deck that feels very far ahead, the amount of searching and the amount of power that Killer Tune has present in its card pool is vastly superior to the other cards that exist within that format. So, as it is right now, if Konami does not do anything about Killer Tune and its current incarnation, best deck in Genesis format by a mile. And I know that, is really growing on people that they don't want Modern to be the best, but it is. So all 3 deck cores aren't terrible. Now, your Starlights, we have a decent amount of these, I guess. I also like that Cool Tune Synchro, the Cool Tune RS, the Cool Tune Rico, the Kill Tune Mix. Well, first of all, the Cool Tune Synchro, $70, 80 on RS. RS was their boss monster. It was the one that very much seemed very, very strong. Coming in at 80. Cool Tune Rico, 100. Mix, 100. Interestingly enough, Clip was only 100, but also Yadel and Jaza both coming in at 50s each. I'm a little bit impressed by this, honestly. I do think that seeing Yadel at 50 is not bad, but I think Jaza is definitely one of the coolest looking ones. Now, obviously, I don't think that this is every Starlight. I also don't remember how Starlights work in these side sets. I think it was, 10 Starlights in previous sets? Maybe I'm wrong. I also can't imagine that, the one of for, the Craft deck isn't going to find its way into a Starlight slot. That would just kind of be counterproductive for what Konami feels like they were trying to do with this archetype. So I do think that we'll see a little bit of a shift around, at least in terms of that thought here. And we'll kind of see where we're going to go from there. So, okay. Now, collector's rares. They have more pulled today than I thought there was. So, Cool Tune RS, which once again, your boss monster, $30. Rico, 40. Cool Tune Mix coming in at 40, which is not too bad. The Cool Tune Q coming in at 40. We've also got Hecka Hands Jaza at the $30 mark. So there's your confirmation that you're going to have both Jaza in Starlight Rare, and you're going to have Jaza available in the lower rarities as well, which I think is fine, right? Like, I'm not really going to sit here and cry too much about it, because I guess if I really want to be a massive pain in the butt, play 1 Ultra, 1 Collector Rare, and 1 so forth. And then, of course, Torif Mar coming in at 50. Is there really an odd chance here that Torif Mar did not get a higher rarity slot? Because that would be crazy to me. I would also expect to see Enneopolis probably be a star or a collector's rare or something. There's got to be something within that rare slot that we've seen Konami do it in the past, where they'll toss it into the rarity upgrade slot and it'll make its way in here, because for now we're just not seeing the ultra rares. So what actually is going on in here? Well, looks like individually you're going to be getting the hidden Hecka Hands at $13. That feels very, very cheap, because I feel like this card was very underwhelmingly pulled today. Maybe I'm wrong. Also looks like the Cool Tune Synchro 20, Killer Tune RS, once again that boss monster. Very, very expensive. Rico coming in at 20. Looks like $20 Cool Tunes. The Cool Tune Q coming in at 20. Yadel at 13. Ebdel at 13. Looks like Jaza at 10. And it does look like Atori Mar is probably the most expensive ultra rare coming in right now. I guess it kind of makes sense, right? Like, considering the deck core and things like that and value, you're just kind of expecting people to gravitate towards that. Supers. Proto Enneacraft, 99 cents. Kill Tune Tragic Maker, are these all dollars? Do we get anything like particularly interesting in the super rare slots? Xeno was $1. Boris $1. The Enneacraft Arca Tail $1. Isa $1. Yeah, the most interesting rarity upgrade within this set, awkwardly enough, is Autonomous Action Unit, because I don't think it's had something of that higher rarity slot in a while. And the fact that, they're just kind of tossing that in here is kind of interesting, to say the least. Now, how's Kong's doing over here? Well, we've got your best selling here. Best selling, honestly, looks like a lot of just the little rarity stuff here. Ibdal, Hecka Hands, Beerus, and so forth. Actually, I do see a lot of the Cool Tune collector's rares they've not even put up yet, which is, I guess, understandably here. Let's go high to low here. Let's kind of take a look what's going on. So, you can get all of the deck cores. This is an interesting option for $537. Cool Tune coming in a little bit more. Hecka Hands 206. Enneacraft got wiped off of the map at $100. I guess people are really looking at a Tour of Mar here, and they're just going, "Give me this." I guess a lot of people are very excited for Enneacraft. But again, once again, when you can get all this cheap stuff, 3 ultra rares, people are more inclined just to go, "Yeah, I don't have to go through all the BS to get this stuff." So I guess it's interesting. All of your Cool Tune main deck monsters. Gosh, man, that's so crazy to see that they did we're not going to break it up evenly. We're just going to go ahead and shove it all in the same slots here and so forth. Your Autonomous Action Units being $1. The rest of this stuff dips down very, very, very easily, which is not too bad, to say the least. Destructive German Cannons, I think, will be a pretty good, strong pickup. Same thing with the Stone Sweeper here. But overall, my takeaways from this set, very interesting. I look forward to seeing, how things are going to go. Obviously, we'll have Market Watch and some other content later on in the morning here, but, we'll look forward to it. I've also got Giga scripts I've got to get filmed tonight, so it'll be something to look forward to for the week. But leave a comment down below. Remember, discount code MK40 will save you on your purchase on both Kongs and Gamer's Choice. You guys have a good rest of your day. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.